Welcome to WhatGear Reviews, you absolute legend. And if you're finding me for the first time, then consider subscribing if you like smartphone reviews and loads of other tech related stuff like this, the Adidas FWD-01, a brand new set of sports headphones from Adidas. And I heard that these might be one of the best sports earbuds you can get right now. And I'm about to find out. I'm going to do this video in my old school style, where first we look at the design, then the usability features, then the quality. So I'll let you know how the sound quality is, and then I'll tell you about some of the awesome features, because I believe every product should have some awesome features, otherwise it's a isn't it? But this one does have some awesome features, so stick around to the end. You ready? Let's go. So you got the usual literature that you would expect. You got a bunch of ear tips here, which are really cool. It's nice to have these different styles because everybody's ears are a bit different. Then you've got this really nice neoprene style case, which is perfect for sports headphones. And Adidas are even nice enough to throw in a USB-C. So here are the earbuds themselves. And just so you guys know, these are branded Adidas, but they're actually made by Sound Industry, who also make speakers for Marshall. So I guess some of you guys probably heard of Marshall speakers before. They also make headphones for urban ears as well. So what's happened here is Adidas has partnered up with Sound, and they've put their own spin on these headphones. And you can see these are heavily influenced by Adidas's sports styling. So the actual band here itself looks like a shoelace. It actually looks like a shoelace you'd find on a pair of Adidas trainers. Of course, you got the iconic 3 stripes for Adidas as well. And then on the earbuds themselves, they kind of got this speckled finish, which is strange, but you got the Adidas branding there. And then you can see here's where the driver is, and it's all sort of encased in this plastic. And because these are sports headphones, they are IPX4 rated, so that's really good if you're doing sort of workouts and stuff like this. These can stand up to any kind of moisture, whether that be sweat or water splashes on the headphones. They will be fine. If you're running in the rain, for example, they will be fine. First impressions of the design, you can tell this is Adidas all over. They look quite heavy, but actually they feel very lightweight. Even the band here looks quite heavy, but it's actually quite lightweight, so I'm quite impressed with that. And yes, it definitely stays true to the Adidas styling. Alright, when it comes to usability on these headphones, there are 4 buttons. This one is an action button. I'll explain what that does a bit later. This is volume up, volume down. This one in the middle is the power button, and if you hold it down, it opens up the Bluetooth pairing as well. And when you're actually listening to music, this will do play, pause, and double push to skip tracks. And you can even do a triple push as well. And I'll get into that at the end of this video, but that is the controls on board. When it comes to actually fitting them into your ears, they have a twist to fit feature, so you kind of hook them into your ears so they stay really well placed. When it comes to using voice calls, the clarity is actually very good. The mics are very powerful. I haven't heard anybody complaining about it. And this is another cool feature here, the magnetic feature. So if you have these around your neck, you can actually put them together like that so they stay in place, so they're not going to fall off or slide off to one side or the other. And that is also pretty cool. Also, I know when you see these on camera, these look like they could be quite heavy, and when you're running it could sort of flap around. They're actually quite lightweight, and I think that's a good thing, because if they're too heavy it could be quite uncomfortable. So really good when it comes to usability. Quite happy with this so far. Now this is also a huge addition to the usability of these headphones, and it's the customization you can do with the Adidas headphones app. So it'll tell you the battery level on the headphones. The single button, the action button there, can be customized. I'm going to come back to that later on in the video. You do have an equalizer setting, so you can change it and customize it for the types of sound you want. You can even create your own custom sound, and then it will tell you if it's connected or not. And that is basically the app. I'm going to come back to this because there's an awesome feature here that I really like on this. Anyway, let's crack on with the quality section. So I've actually customized this list going forward for all my headphone reviews. So I want to listen to the same tracks over and over again on the different headphones. That way I get a good idea of how they differ. So anyway, first track I always like to test is this one. It's Wow by Post Malone, because it's got really good bass. When the bass drops, you get a good feel for how much bass the headphones can deliver. Bear in mind, you can customize for the type of music. The clarity is pretty good in the mids and highs. I'm just going to wait for the bass to drop. Not bad. Not bad at all. Right, let's skip track. I'll tell you what I think of the next one. So each one of these songs is a slightly different category of music. So this is Red Hot Chili Peppers, Can't Stop. The reason I like to listen to this one is it has good separation between the left and right. And this one's not so much about bass. So I can go into here, change it to rock. One of the things I'll tell you guys, I'm probably talking really loud now because I've got the earbuds in, but the Adidas sound is quite flat. The rock sound is really nice in the mids. But overall, out of all of them, the most well balanced one I think is pop. Not bad, not bad at all. Next track. So this is a kind of techno track. I'm impressed with these headphones. I'll definitely tell you that. I'm impressed with the sound quality on these. And the isolation, I can barely hear myself speaking. So I apologize if I speak it too loud. Next track. So I always like to listen to a live recorded track just to get a feel for how it sounds when it hasn't been sort of produced in the studio so much. You can really hear the instruments very clearly. Very nice. I have to say, my first impressions of the sound quality, very nice, very clear, good amount of bass. The volume level is actually very good as well. If you max it out, it's a bit unbearable in terms of volume level. So in terms of audio quality from these headphones, I really, really do like them. Great sound quality, very good. One of the most awesome things that I really like about these headphones is how different they look from everything else that I've seen before. The design is just so unique. But check this out, I like this feature a lot. So the action button, that's the single button on its own, not the one with the 3 buttons, this one on this side. You can customize it to do different stuff. So single push right now is going to bring up the voice assistant. So if you're on Apple, it's going to be Siri, and if you're on Google, it's going to be Google Assistant. But then you can set the double push to be something else. So when you go into this, you can configure it, for example, to open Spotify. There's various things you can do, but that customization aspect is really awesome. That's definitely an awesome feature. Another awesome feature, especially considering these are sports headphones, is the fact that they are IPX4 rated, which means if you get really sweaty or you're running in the rain, like I mentioned earlier, these aren't going to be damaged by that at all. So that's really cool. And the last awesome feature I'm going to speak about is the battery life. 16 hours continuous battery life from these headphones. That's super awesome. You could probably go an entire week without actually having to charge these, depending on how much you're working out and how much you're using these headphones. But 16-hour battery life is really, really awesome. So guys, that's been my review on these Adidas FWD-01 headphones. Let me know what you think. Would you consider these if you're looking for sports headphones? Let me know in the comments below, and make sure you check out this next video that's on screen right now. This is the other pair of Adidas headphones that were released at exactly the same time, and they are also awesome. I made a similar type video for that. Go check that one out. And if you just subscribed, you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man. I'll see you in the next one. Don't be late.